everyone's gonna have their own worst enemy. For Nintendo is to make something new while appreciating the old. For Capcom is to follow up on the fans while doing success on the franchise. Or forgetting some and try to redo it all over again. And for Sega, their main weakness is themselves. Now, what do I mean of Sega's own weakness? It's not the people, but something a little bit more. To understand it more often, we have to look into the Deadly Six. The Deadly Six are the six deadly Zetis, creatures from the Lost Hex, a world that suddenly appears in Mobius. Or is it Earth? I don't know. Anyways, they were the first villains to ever appear in Sonic Lost World, while Sonic and Eggman team up together for, was it third, fourth time? I'm losing track. But they aren't as deadly as the title says. They only get hit by 3 times in each and every single boss level, and the only thing they ever did is try to destroy the entire world by using Eggman's own various creation to suck up the life from the planet, turning the entire world into a whiteless abyss. Sonic Generations reference. I begin to look deeper, and they have something that includes of Sega's own weaknesses. This is Jeremiah from Jamfrog 35, and this is an expectation of Sega's worst enemy is the Deadly Six. Let's begin, shall we? To start off with the weaknesses, we have to look into the very first spots in the video game, of course. Zaz. He is the energetic, the unpredictable, which one moment he can be happy, ready to fight, next moment he is short-tempered. His unpredictability is somewhat his greatest strength and also his weakness. In some cases, Sega has that weakness too. Sometimes they can do random things, random choices, and the unpredictability, which brings something new to the table and give us some enjoyment, some insight of it. But in some cases, they also are a little bit of their own weakness as well. Some ideas doesn't work for a Sonic. Some ideas just doesn't feel like it should be part of the Sonic game. For example, Sonic Unleashed. In that game, we play as Sonic the Hedgehog, of course, and Sonic the Werehog. Now, I'm no video game developer or a fan of Rystar, but doesn't the Werehog stages, the Werehog in itself feels like Rystar? I mean, the way he stretches arms, the way he climbs on the poles, the way he swings across, it screams to me like Rystar moment. Maybe I'm overthinking about it, but some ideas could be perfect for other video games, but they mainly focus on Sonic. Well, except for these 3 games. But you get the idea. But then we go to Zona. Like I said, they mainly focus on Sonic the Hedgehog. Bring us more and more and more games! Just like Zonom, who always consumes, who always eats, especially a chicken Subway sandwich. Subway, eat fresh. In some cases, that's basically what Sega is doing, bringing us more and more, and I will always hunger for more. But there's a point of being hungry and trying a different taste. I understand that Sega's most successful franchise is Sonic the Hedgehog, and they decided to do that more often. Well, with, of course, Aliens and the Miku Project Mira DLX, which is alright, but you got more ideas from the past. Why can't you use them? Why not make another Knights game? Why not making another Billy Hatcher game? You throw in all the old Sega characters, all the Sega icons you have in the past, and just leave them there in the dust. Why not bring them back to the dead? Why not giving them a second chance? But that's not the only part of the weakness. As we go into Master Zik, Master Zik is the elder, the mentor of the group, which is not very fond of the youth all the moments, believing that it's a waste of the opportunity. And sometimes they give them appreciation. Other times, however, when you do something wrong, they will give them a lesson, a painful lesson. Now, I'm no expert here, but isn't that the master music represents the past experience? Like, as in, well, their own past, Sega's own choices from them. Again, I'm not making any big deal about it, but sometimes they never learn from their past, and when they don't learn from the past, they are doomed to repeat. They didn't give enough time with after Sonic X. They decided to make a good game for Sonic the Hedgehog. They decided to make it a simply Sonic the Hedgehog game, not like a Sonic Adventure, not like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, just a one character you can play as. That's good. But then they decided to release Sonic Boom Rise Alert, which I thought would be a perfect opportunity to see something new to the table for the Sonic Boom franchise. Unfortunately, they rushed to complete it, just like how they did with Sonic 06, just like they did it with every single moment. They rush things and it just doesn't work. Perhaps I don't know much about business wise, but to me, if a game or a story or anything in general is not complete, why not give them extra time? Why not just wait? Be patient. And once you finish it, it will become 1,000 more better than you ever dream of. Then we go to Xena. Xena is the cold, feisty feminine of the group, always looking on her looks and her fingernails and have a somewhat obsession with Sonic while picking on the looks. It's basically what Sega is going through too. Not only because of us always picky on everything, us being random, us always consume, us preferring the past days rather than the now, not appreciating what is happening today, but also they always change constantly, trying to think what would work, what would be the perfect opportunity, what would a good Sonic game would be like. But they're all sometimes they can be a little bit selfish thinking too. As in, like I said in Sonic 6, they didn't exactly think about the choices they're making. Perhaps they did and they went along with it. But again, after Sonic 6, everything went downhill. But then Sonic Unleashed came around and raised up a little bit. There's Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations, Sonic Lost World, and Sonic Boom is 50-50 because, again, Sonic Boom, Sonic the Hedgehog, two separate universes. Get along with it, people. But they're always changing. They're always trying to make the difficult choices of what would be a perfect gameplay for Sonic the Hedgehog, when they can simply just put that as momentous speed platforming, of course. But they can't decide at the time. And now we go to Zero. As most people basically posted it on the internet, Zero is like every single Sonic fan. They're always sad and negative, always thinking about nothing valuable in life. Oh, everything is pointless. Oh, everything is doomed. Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog will be as it is today. Really, people? but also because of Sega not only noticing the negative, but also accepting it, embracing it, in fact. I don't know for what, or how, or why, but they seem to embrace it. They seem to embrace what Sonic 06 seems to be when Sonic Generations came out. They seem to appreciate what it was from the past. And now they really notice about everything that happened beforehand. And it took them 10 years. 10 years. Now we go to Zavok. Zavok is the main element of affecting both physically and mentally. Both the Sonic fans and also Sega as well. For everything they've gone through, every struggle they face, the things just creeps in. Every bad moment just creeps in. Just like what happened with Sonic Team and Sega Team. When they had to fire most of the developers away, and they had to move, they had to make the difficult choices. Is it hard on them? Yeah, it's hard on us too, though. Like, I see so much potential from them, but everything went downhill after that. And everyone thought they were done for. In fact, I almost thought that they were done for after Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. But you know what's the funniest part about it? We're not thinking on their shoes. Sega is going to be facing many struggles. We're all going to be facing many struggles. We're all going to face trials. We're all going to face the success and failures. But the only difference is what we learn from them. What we learn from the past. And move on. Keep moving forward. Is what I'm saying here. And Sega actually is learning. Sega knows their mistakes. And even though it took them 10 years to figure it out, I'm finally very excited that Sega decided to heed on the advice and heed on to, well, their own choices. Think things through. Give them more time. With Sonic Boom Fire and Ice, but I think it looks pretty good so far. I'm probably going to do a review on it. Perhaps I'm very, very optimistic about everything around me. Perhaps I'm very highly positive, more than I should be. But whatever the case may be, we're all humans, and we're still learning, and we're still fighting on, and we're still keep on moving forward. We're still running till the end. This is Jemiah from Chatfrog 35, and have a really good time.